Hello everybody and welcome to ReZero Director's Cut episode 10 anime review. Check my heart. Still hurts a little bit. This episode, it was from Zero, and when I saw the title I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry again. And I did. A lot. Oh, man, I almost thought about like filming a bit of it, of me doing it, because I was like, look at the tears. But nah, you just have to believe me. There were tears. Damn it, Rem, why are you the best? Subaru doesn't deserve... I don't think anyone deserves Rem. But damn it, find yourself someone like Rem. Rem is the best. This is the moment Rem became the best girl ever. No surprise she won best girl for that year. And usually, I try and be unbiased. Nah, Rem's the best. I'm not. What am I kidding? People think there's like a competition for best girl in this show. What competition? Amelia? Get that out of here immediately. What are you talking about? Other stuff happened this week as well, by the way, but that, I mean, from Zero, that whole bit, it's going to make up most of this review, probably. I'm going to let you know that now. Anyway, let's jump into the episode. We open up where we left off last week, and if you forgot where that was, Puck just kills everyone. He kills the cult, he kills Betelgeuse, he kills Subaru. Just basically, he's not even aware that Subaru killed Amelia, really. He's like, oh, you got Amelia, you didn't save Amelia. And it's like, no, Subaru got her killed. Like, this time was Subaru's fault. Almost entirely, this time. Subaru, he didn't do it deliberately. There's that. Then Subaru gets frozen to death again. And Puck just casually is like, well, I'm going to go destroy the world now. Because there's no point in me being in this world if Amelia's not there. And I'm like, damn, dude, you're like an edgy teenager. Like, there's no point. I will destroy this world. Like that. Everyone had that phase, right? Not just me? Not just me. Hopefully not just me. Guys, back me up. Anyway, Subaru returns by death again to the upper stand. And basically, he's bloody tired, alright? He's not had enough sleep. I can't remember the last time Subaru slept. Long time ago is the last time he slept. Was it the time... it was probably the time Rem force slept him. Don't know why I'm talking about that. It's not too relevant. Anywho, moving on. He's tired. He grabs Rem. They do a little runaway. And then he's like, I figured out what I have to do now. It was so obvious. I figured it out. Rem, let's run away. And then it's like, oh, I know where we're going. I just gotta prepare the tissues for where we're going. And not in a dirty way. In a like, my eyes, my heart, my soul, my feels. That's what the kids these days say. My feels. So I'm going to give a little bit of forewarning for this bit. It's going to be a lot of me just saying what they said. Because they can say it way better than I can say it. And God, I hope I don't cry talking about it. Because that would be kind of embarrassing. Not that I care. I'm here talking to you people. You people are great. Love you people. Anyway, so Subaru, his grand plan is he's going to leave the country with Rem. Because he figured out he can't do anything. I'm going to look at my notes a lot, by the way. He figured he can't do anything even if he tried, so he's not going to try. He's just going to leave. And, you know, everything Subaru says. I really like Subaru as a character. I know everyone hates Subaru, is what I've learned from reading like forums or whatever. You're kind of supposed to hate Subaru in a way. He's not meant to be one of them, oh, look, he's such a great guy. He's meant to be multi-layered and kind of a dick at points. But he's not 100%... He's not right, but he's not wrong, as I said a few episodes ago. Basically, where am I? I've lost myself in my notes. He tells Rem what the future could be like, and it's like, oh, Subaru, I want that future. You don't want that future. You want to pick Amelia because you're a damn fool. But... And then Rem says, nope, can't do it. And then she says, you've got to laugh while talking about future. And Subaru's got this face on him. It's not laughing. He looks desperate. Is desperate the word? Desperately and sad. Sad especially. He looks sad. Like, let's be honest. And then Rem says what the future would be like. And this is where it got me. Because she goes on for a while. And the more she goes on, it's like, yep, still hitting. It's like being punched in the heart repeatedly. But in a good way. Does that make sense? I'm just to believe that makes sense. And then she's like, if we run away, I'd leave behind the Subaru I love. And I'm like, don't do this to me, Rem. Don't do this again. It's been 3 years and I haven't recovered. I have recovered, but you're doing it again. Rem, why? Why you do this? I know you're the best. Why you gotta prove it? There's more. She's like, let's find another way because it's easy to give up. And again, I love this. This is one of my favourite parts where Subaru's like, it was so much easier for me to think I could do something. It was way harder to give up. And then Rem just like, no, it is easy to give up. And it's like, oh, stop. In a good way. It's I'm not gonna say, oh no, I am. This is the scene that I was absolutely sold on ReZero. You know, I was sold before, but in case there was any doubt left in me, this scene, love it a lot. I know we still got more to go, but damn. And then she's like, yeah, giving up isn't you, Subaru. You haven't given up yet. And then he starts talking about how he hates himself, and then we get the next big thing. He's like, I never did anything and nothing's changed. I've never done anything. I'm like, Subaru, you've done some things. You've done some things. And it sort of goes back to the when he was like, at the beginning of this arc, or was it Memory Snow? He was like, hang on, come to think of it, I didn't actually do much, did I? And they're just like, no, you did. And it's like, oh no, he didn't. And now it's hurting. Remember when they were doing the V for victory and everyone was happy? I remember those days. Yeah. Then Rem starts listing all the things she loves about Subaru, and it's like, some of it's like mundane things, and it hurts a little bit more, and I'm getting choked up. Stop it, Rem. I'm not even watching it right now. I'm just talking about it, and it still hurts. And then she says, like, hey, you're my damn hero. She doesn't say damn, but I'm throwing it in for extra effect. Melted her frozen heart, time stopped and all that. Great stuff. And God, I need to take a breath, you know. I need to take a breath. She says, even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe that you're a true hero. And it's like, Rem, my heart. We all need a Rem. I think the government, when they figure out how to clone people and also bring 2D waifus to real, clone a bunch of Rems and just give them out. That's how you solve that's how you like world peace right there, is just Rem. That's how I'm convinced that's the answer, you know. Get on that, government. Elon's probably doing it, you know what he's like. And then we get the old start from zero. And before that, he's saying everything he hates about himself, like all depressingly, like just repeating himself, and Rem just refutes him every single time. And then says she loves Subaru. At some point she kisses him on the forehead. Oh God. Start from zero. Show me how awesome you can be, going back to a later thing. And then Subaru. What does Subaru say? What does Subaru say? I love Amelia. I know it's become a meme at this point, but there's a reason it's become a meme, and it's because Subaru... Watch the scene again. Watch everything Rem says. Subaru, I love Amelia. It's not okay. It's not okay. It does make you chuckle a little bit, because it's like, damn it, Subaru, you damn fool. Because that is what it is. I know that Amelia's the main heroine, and that's the way it's gotta go. But I kind of like the idea of Subaru starting by liking Amelia, and he's like, actually, Rem's better, let's go with Rem, you know. Maybe not quite like that, but come on, man, she's done so much for you already. Imagine what it's going to be like by the end. I genuinely hope Rem wins. Like, I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. Why am I talking like it's going to happen? It's not going to happen. But genuinely, come on, Rem. Rem squad, unite. There's more. They laugh for a bit. They're all happy again. Also, I like this parts during the scene where just doves fly in and there's like a spotlight on Rem. Now, I'm going to make an assumption here, that the doves and the soul light on Rem, they're not real. I'm assuming it's like, that's how Subaru is seeing her at that one point. Like, she's literally opening his eyes and lighting up the world. That's how I'm choosing to see it. It's not a literal, it's just doves and a spotlight. You know, I'm assuming it's more of a, this is how Subaru is seeing it, not a, this is the reality of the situation. Because that'd be silly. That'd be a bit silly. Subaru's seen it like that. She's literally like saved him. So that makes sense. If that's a way of looking at it. Anyway, then he's figured out what. No, that's the wrong part. They're laughing. She's like, yeah, I'll help you, because you know that's the one. He says another good line. He's like, you're gonna get a front row seat to see the man you fell in love with becoming a hero, and it's like, but you love Amelia, you fool. Like, you're still recovering from that at this point. And then more from zero, and you know, from zero. It's a life lesson from zero. It's what I'm gonna be. I think I said this 3 years ago when it first aired as well. From Zero, one of my favourite anime episodes ever, as a whole. Like, out of every anime. That'd be a funny thing to try and list, because I don't know. There are very few single episodes that stick out to me. This is one of them, From Zero. But anyway, let's get to the... I guess we'll finish this. We'll finish From Zero here. I know I've talked about it for a while. Love this scene, essentially. It's like 20 minutes, which is why the first part was so short and this part's been so long. But, yeah. Let's move on, because believe it or not, if you can believe it, there's more to talk about this week. It felt kind of weird watching it too, because it's like I've shed all my tears, I'm ready, and it's like, oh yeah, now we've got 20 more minutes. So, let's get into the second half. Real quick, kind of weird, the second half is called The Battle Against the White Whale, or whatever it is, when they don't actually fight the White Whale in this episode. This should have been called, like, Preparation for the Battle Against the White Whale. That would have made more sense. But it's far less catchy, and far less likely to make people immediately click on it. I guess. Who knows? So, Subaru, in his new rejuvenated state, goes to Crush for an alliance. Basically, here's what he's got. He's like, I've got to know where the White Whale's showing up. Let's do it. He already knows she's going to subjugate because he figured it out via science and paying attention to his surroundings. More that second one. He knows the time because he remembered the time he saw on his phone when the White Whale attacked last time. First of all, Subaru, that's good memory considering everything that happened like during that and since that. You know, the fact that you can remember the time, that's impressive. To be honest, that's actually impressive. She knows he's not lying, and then Anastasia and Russell show up, and they sort of back him up in a way. They're in as well. This is vastly different, this negotiation, than the first time when Subaru bowed his head and, you know, didn't get anywhere, basically. This time, Subaru's had a plan. He planned all the negotiations ahead of time, basically ensuring he had the upper hand during it, and it worked out. He's already told Rem about the witch's cult, so don't have to worry about that. One thing I did read on that article I keep mentioning on my anime list is the scene where he talks to Rem about the witch's cult, or when, you know, where they've already mentioned it. That was originally back in From Zero, but they moved it into this one as like a little flashback bit, which is a weird thing to note, but there, I noted it. So there, director's cut has meaning. Kind of want them to add some new scenes soon. I can't honestly remember what they could add, but yeah. Also, like, if you've read the light novel, right? I guess minor spot. You know what? I'll do it in a minute. No, never mind. I'll do it just before the cut, so you can jump back in at the cut. That makes more sense. So Wilhelm then thanks him for a chance to kill the White Whale, because the White Whale killed his wife, and then Subaru basically like, yeah, I knew that, and Crush is like, Subaru, you lying? And he's like, get a little bit of comedy. Bring your back up. There. So, what I was saying before, about if you read the light novel, maybe you could... I hope I haven't made this up. I swear, like, Al, right, with Priscilla? He's, like, from Earth as well? Is that cut? I don't actually remember. I thought it was earlier on. It would have been, because there's no more Priscilla this season. So it's like, did that whole bit get cut, and why would they not add that back in? Anyway, I'm just going to go to the next bit now. So, just a weird note. I seem to remember that, but I might have made it up. I might have got my series confused, but I swear that's real. Anyway, let's get to the final section. So everyone prepares for the White Whale. Subaru picks his land dragon. I don't remember he names it now. It's called Patrash. He's great. Rem and it have a little stare off, which is always a jarring scene to me. It feels really out of place for some reason. I'm not too sure why. It doesn't quite fit for me. I thought that 3 years ago as well. There's a wolf guy. His name's Ricardo. What else happens? Crush is fighting too. Some old men show up to... they're going to get revenge too. They're like Wilhelm. They want revenge on the thing. Subaru's going to be bait, essentially, because of his witchy, his stinky. What else? I'm going quite quick. This video's quite long already. Crush gives a big old speech to everyone. On the ride there, Mimi is there with her brother. What's her brother's name? Hetero. They're from, like, representing Anastasia, I guess. So you got, like, all the groups are there, sort of, except Priscilla, but she doesn't. And Felt. Felt is also not there. Okay, so then not all the groups are there. 3 of them are there. 4? 3? I can't count. Yeah, 3. That's 5. 3 of them are there. God. It's late. It's late, guys. An hour kills me. What else happens? We see a little thing about a different land dragon. They've got like wolf land dragons called something. Can't remember what it was. Not too important. They spent an awful long time talking about it, so it probably is important. Who knows, though? They get to the tree. Rem can tell the meteor isn't why he knows that the thing's coming, but she's like, I know you can't tell me, and I have absolute faith in you. And I'm like, Rem, stop. You're too good for this world, or any world. Stop it. That's your warning, Rem. You're going to literally kill my heart with sweetness, and I can't have that. I don't want to, there's worse ways to die, though, like getting your limbs turned around. Or anything else Betelgeuse does, the messed up bastard. What happens after that? He looks away after she says this at the tree. So he's like, I'm just looking at the tree. I'm not crying. You know, he's got this look on his face. It's like he's a new man. Come on, Subaru. Make the right choice. He's not going to make the right choice. Then he talks to Wilhelm a bit, and Wilhelm talks about his wife, about how he essentially married his wife so she wouldn't have to use the sword anymore. She didn't want to. So Wilhelm's a good guy too. Good on you, Wilhelm. What else happened? He says, let's beat the hell out of that whale, and then him and Wilhelm fist bump, which is weird because Wilhelm's old, and old people don't fist bump unless they do. You know, I've never met an old person that fist bumps. It's not me being judgmental. It's from a personal experience. What happens after that? Subaru's alarm goes off, and it's really happy for the white whale. And they look up, and the whale's there, and the alarm gets all distorted, and it's creepy. Distorted music. Flip it. That's the scariest thing to me. That is one of the scariest things. Like, happy tune that's like distorted. No. It reminds me way too much of Doki Doki Literature Club. And, I mean, other things have done it too. But that's the one that immediately comes to mind. You know the scene I'm talking about if you've played it. Yeah, give you some of that. But it's got very chilly in here. I hope there's no ghosts. That would be spooky. And yeah, then Subaru and Rem are the first ones in against the whale. And they charge it and they out-humor it. And then Crush goes from looking terrified to confused to like, oh well, they're idiots, let's follow them. And then they do. And that was where the episode ended, just before the battle against the white whale, despite the fact that's the title of the episode. So, that was this week's episode. I feel like I talked for longer than normal. I blame Rem. I'd never blame you, Rem. I love you too much. Anyway, I think I've talked enough about this episode. I talked about From Zero's enough. The second half, it's the preparation for the fight against the white whale. We got introduced to a few new characters. I didn't even mention the delay, did I? So yeah, if you haven't heard by now, which I'm assuming you have, Season 2 has been delayed because of coronavirus till the summer, I believe, which is July, in case you were wondering. Which, yeah, it sucks. But can't do. It's better to be safe than sorry, you know. There's enough anime to wait. I can wait, you know. I waited 3 years. I can wait 3 months. It's not hard for me. There's a lot of anime. Watch something else, and then let your hype build. I don't know. That's my advice. Watch something else while you wait. I give good advice. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I'm out of breath. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and becoming a Sandy fan. That's never going to catch on. We'll make it catch on. Let's do it. Become a Sandy fan by subscribing. check out other reviews on the channel. I'm legitimately out of breath. I need to work out. Work out my voice. That's how it works. Voice exercises. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys.